Hello everyone, my name is Yuan Hoi Lau, an MPhil student from Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. I'm going to present my paper, Spatial-Temporal Graph Convolutional Networks for Traffic Forecasting, Spatial Layer First or Temporal Layers First. This is joint work with my advisor, Raymond Chiving Wong. Traffic forecasting is to forecast traffic features such as speeds and flows in a neural network in future periods. It is challenging because traffic data such as speeds and flows usually have the following three characteristics. They are non-grid data, they have complex spatial dependencies, and they have complex temporal dependencies. Spatial-temporal graph convolutional networks, in short form, STGCNS, are usually adopted to deal with these issues. However, some STGCNs are constructed with spatial layers first, some with temporal layer first, and some are hybrid models, which put both spatial and temporal nodes in a graph. And there's no valid explanations for why models are constructed with spatial layer first or temporal layer first. So this brings to a question, whether the ordering of involving spatial layer or temporal layers first in an existing STGCN model could improve the forecasting performance. So to the best of our knowledge, we are the first to propose this interesting and novel research problem. We generalize STGCNs in a framework. Then we propose to swap the order of spatial and temporal layers for each type of STGCNs if applicable. Finally, we conduct experiments on real-world traffic data sets. So our research problem is to learn and determine whether equation 1 with spatial layer first or equation 2 with temporal layer first can forecast traffic features more accurately. So here shows the generalized STGCNS framework. So figure 1 shows the concept of models with spatial layer first. H is a function for data processing layers. Fs is a function for spatial layers. And Gt is a function for temporal layers. So figure 2 shows the concept of models with temporal layers first. And we selected 6 representative STGCNs based on the 3 criteria. So here are the 6 representative STGCNs we selected first. Finally, we swapped the modeling sequences of spatial layers and temporal layers. And we did the same thing to the other 5 models. And we did experiments using the original data sets and with original parameter settings for each model. So here shows the results of experiments for the 6 types of models. So for each type model, if constructed with spatial layer first and with attention added, it had a higher chance of beating their alternatives. So here are the 2 possible intuitive explanations. So there are 2 effects influencing the forecasting performance. So if spatial correlation effect is larger than temporal autocorrelation effect, there will be more meaningful hidden features among neighbor nodes. And there are more accurate traffic conditions.